Now we're going to talk about some multiplying special products. Here you'll notice that the first terms in the parentheses are the same and the last terms are just opposite in sign. When we multiply those together, what's going to happen is we're going to lose the middle term. So the 3x times 3x is 9x squared, but when we multiply negative 4 times positive 3x, we're going to get a negative 12x. And when we multiply a positive 3x times a positive 4, we're going to get a positive 12x. And when those add together, they make 0. So that middle term cancels out. And we end up with 9x squared minus 16. Some of you are going to recognize that from our factoring map as a difference of squares. Here's another of our special products. When we take x plus 4 quantity squared, that's the same as saying x plus 4 times x plus 4. A shortcut to doing this is to square the first term, x times x is x squared, square the last term, 4 times 4 is 16, and then take the first term times the last term and multiply by 2. X times 4 is 4x times 2 is 8x. Same kind of a problem when we start with 2x minus 6 squared. We're going to go ahead and we're going to multiply the 2x times the 2x to make 4x squared. We're going to multiply the 6 times 6 to make 36. And then the middle term is simply 2x times negative 6 times 2. 2x times negative 6 is negative 12x times 2 is negative 24x. And here's some more that you should recognize. X plus 3 times x minus 3. What special product is that? Well, that's a difference of squares. How about x minus 5 times x plus 5? Again, difference of squares. How about an x plus y times an x minus y? Again, difference of squares. This is a square of a binomial. The square of the binomial is going to be the first term squared. 5x times 5x is 25x squared. The last term squared, 2 times 2 is 4. And the middle term is 5x times 2, which is 10x, doubled is 20x. This is going to be the same. The first term in our answer is going to be x squared. The last term in our answer is going to be 16. And the middle term in our answer is going to be x times 4 times 2, or 8x. X plus y quantity squared, you'll find that's right there in the middle of our factoring map. Turns out to be x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Here we have the square, another square of a binomial, except we have a minus sign in between. So that means our middle term is going to be negative 2 times 5x times 2. And these are all examples right out of our factoring map. And here they are again. So if you multiply two binomials together and the last terms are just opposite in sign, that gives you a difference of squares. There's our examples of squaring a binomial. And as we're talking about in 10.1 through 10.3 today, multiplying out these polynomials, in the rest of the chapter we're going to be factoring. We're going to be doing the opposite of multiplying them out. We're going to be pulling them apart and factoring them out. And that's what this section's about.